Hello everyone. I welcome you all in this UPSC CSAT complete lecture series. As today is Sunday, that means today is revision day. And what we are going to revise the previous two lectures, and those topics are simple interest and compound interest. So before starting this revision session, I would suggest go through them, go through the previous two lectures like simple interest and compound interest. Then this revision session will be helpful to you. Right? So let's begin. So what is simple interest? What is simple interest? Before that, I would say what is interest? Simple. Like if I have borrowed 2000, say 2000 rupee I have borrowed from someone, and that person say I will charge 5%, okay, per annum. Per annum means every year whatever, I mean after 1 year I have to pay this amount, that's fine, but I have to pay some extra money for borrowing that money. Okay, so what the rate of interest will be 5% per annum. Okay, so it will be like percentage topic, so we will say 5% of which amount, this 2000, simple percentage. So we can convert this percentage into fraction. So 5% is equal to 5 by 100. I have told you, we have to divide by 100 to change the percentage into fraction, then multiply it by the value of this amount. Like this is 2000, and when you divide, completely multiply this one, it will be like 100 rupee. So that means when we have to pay back the amount 2000, we have to pay the extra money, and this extra money is interest. Got it? So in case of if we have to pay equal interest every year, like say this 100 rupee every year, if I have to pay, like I don't have 2000 rupee. Okay, that person said okay, you can pay that 2000 rupee in 5 years, right? But you have to pay the interest of that money every year. Are you getting my point? So I have to pay the interest of money like 100 rupee every year I have to pay, but in 5 years I have to pay this amount. Got it? So this type of conditions are given. So this is simple interest, when every year we have to pay the same interest. Got it? But what is the case of compound interest? Compound interest. So the name suggests it is compounding. Compounding means it is changing every time. Like say if we are calculating every year, like in the first year, I am taking the same example but compound annually. So it is 2000 rupee, 5% per annum, and first year I have to pay 100 rupee. Okay, and make a note, like for the first year the compound interest and the simple interest both are same. Okay, but for the second year, for the first year, what will be the amount? Yes, amount is equal to principal plus that interest. Okay, that will be amount. But in case of compound interest, this amount, let's say 2000 plus 1, that is 2100. This is the amount for 1 year, first year. For the second year, this amount will become principal. This is the only difference. In case of SI, this is the interest, but this will remain the principal every year. Okay, but in case of compound interest, the amount of previous year will become the principal for the next year. Is it clear? So this will be the principal for the next year. Now we have to calculate like 2100 and 5% of this amount. 5% means 5 by 100, and when we have to calculate this one, it will be like 105. Okay, so 105 rupee we have to pay as interest for the second year. Okay, then what will be the amount is equal to 2100 plus 105, and that will be 2205. So this will be the amount after 2 years. So this will become the principal for third year. Like this we can calculate. Is it clear? So this is the concept of compound interest, right? So you can make a note like for the first year, the compound interest and the simple interest both are same. After that difference, there will be a difference, and difference will increase every year. As you go forward, every year the difference will increase. Fine. So next, we will see the formula for simple interest and the compound interest. Okay. You can derive the formula easily, like what I have told you, like simple interest is equal to rate by 100 multiplied by principal. Okay. But for time t, for t years, if I say, because simple interest is same for every year, for t years, for t years, it will be like what? Simple interest will be r multiplied by p multiplied by t divided by 100, or simply p r t divided by 100. This will be our simple interest. Okay, and amount will be what? Amount will be principal plus simple interest. Is it clear? So I mean, if there is a condition like every year the rate of interest is, changing. Okay, for the first year rate of interest is R1, for the second year rate of interest is R2, for the third year rate of interest is R3. For single year I am taking it. Okay, so SI will be what? SI will be for the first year P multiplied by R1 divided by 100, because it is for 1 year, so that's why I'm not writing time is equal to 1 year. It will be same. So for time, for the second year it will be P multiplied by R2 by 100. For the third year it will be P multiplied by R3 by 100. You can take a common, like P by 100 will be common, so it will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so this will be our solution for simple interest if rate of interest is different for every year. Is it clear? Now for compound interest, what will be the condition? For compound interest we have to calculate, we will find directly the amount. Amount is equal to what? Amount is equal to principal 1 plus r by 100 and power is equal to n. Why I am writing n not t? Because n is equal to number of time interval, you can say time interval. Okay, what do you mean by time interval here? Like whenever in case of compound interest there will be a question like compounded annually, compounded half yearly, compounded monthly or quarterly. This type of question they will ask. Okay, so understand that topic. Like if it is said annually, annually means every year. In that case, if for example I am saying 3 years is given. Okay, so in that case for annually it will be 3. It will be n is equal to 3. For half yearly, So how many half yearly will be in 3 years? There will be 6 half years. Okay, for quarterly, in 1 year there is a 4 quarters. So in 3 years how many quarters are there? 12. Okay, so likewise we can convert. So whatever the time period is there, I mean whatever the condition is there, like annually, half yearly, quarterly, based on that we have to convert the rate of interest. Okay, so it is, if rate of interest is given, like rate is given like 12% per annum. Okay, and we have to calculate annually. In that case rate will be r is equal to 12. But if we have to calculate half yearly, then what will be the condition? What will be the rate? Because if rate is given, like annually rate is given, so half yearly rate will be r is equal to this divided by 2, because it's half yearly, so it will be 6%. For quarterly it will be again divided by 2, so it will be r is equal to 3%. Okay, so this is the condition. So whenever there is a half yearly, quarterly, and anything monthly, based on that we have to change the rate and we have to change the n. Clear? Okay. So this will be our amount. So what will be our compound interest? Compound interest will be amount minus principal. Clear? Because amount is equal to principal plus compound interest. That's why compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. And in case of different percentage, if there is different percentage rate of interest, then what will be the amount? Amount will be principal 1 plus r1 by 100. Let's say for time t1. Okay, I am writing here n1. Then again rate is r2 by 100, time n2 1 plus r3 by 100, and time n3. So we have to multiply this one. Write the principal here and we have to multiply this one. And whatever the time period will be there, we have to write that one. Okay, is it clear? Right. So let's see the next thing. See, in case of simple interest, they will ask simple questions, like simple banking question or borrowing question, like I have borrowed this much amount and what interest I have to pay, like that they will ask. Okay, but in case of compound interest, there will be many different type of questions. Okay, why? Because compound interest, this will be like borrowing. Okay, there will be question like population. I have discussed this one, how the population rise or decline is based on compound interest. The same formula we will follow. Then population means human population, animal population, population of that microorganism, bacteria, viruses. That's one. Okay, and one more thing, depreciation of any material. Okay, anything. So this is what we have discussed. But for the population, what we can say, like if there is a population rise, okay, then we can follow this formula, p is equal to a is equal to p1 plus r by 100 and power is n. So this will be p is equal to present population and a will be your future population, advanced population, right? But in case of depreciation, there will be a fall in price, right? So here the future price will be present price, and here is 1 minus r by 100 and power n. So whenever there is a decrement, okay, so in that case we have to subtract here, whenever there is an increment, we have to add here, we have to write the plus sign here. Okay, so in case of population also, if there is a decline in population because of any like COVID, okay, this type of scenario is given, then there is a decline of population, then we can subtract, in place of addition we can write subtraction, minus sign. Okay, and based on that we can calculate. So there is a no ideal formula, we have to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, you can easily solve any type of question, right? And UPSC is famous for the innovative type of questions. Okay, practical type of question, very innovative type of questions. Okay, let's discuss one more one question there from the PYQ, it will be clear then. Okay, this question is from UPSC 2023. 2023 paper is famous for its logical questions. Okay, so many aspirants found these questions very difficult. So let's discuss this one. So it was given like principal P becomes Q. Okay, so the idea of solving, the approach of solving is, whenever you try to solve the numericals, just underline or circle the important datas. Okay, so principal P becomes Q in 1 year. Okay, compounded half yearly, and rate of interest is R%. This is the important thing. Okay, so principal P becomes Q, that's fine. Okay, so what is Q? Q is actually the amount. Amount means principal plus interest. Okay, and compounded half yearly. Second thing is P becomes Q in 1 year, same time interval, but compounded annually. This was compounded half yearly, but this is compounded annually. So, and the percentage is, rate of interest is as percent. Okay, now we have to compare what is the relation between R and S. Right, so first we have to write the formula of compound interest, because both are compound interest, but this is half yearly, this is annually. Okay, so let's write the interest, I mean formula first. A is equal to P1 plus R by 100 and power is n. Okay, so before doing this one, let's do one power and indices question. Like if I say 5 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 5, which one is greater? If you are thinking about the base, you should worry about this power. Okay, so so I would rather say that if the power is more, it's okay, the base is little bit smaller, that's fine. But if your power is more, then it's very much chances that your value will be larger. Okay, this value is 25 and this value is 32, so this is larger value. Clear? So in this case, if the rate of, I mean if the question is compounded annually, then we will write A is equal to P plus P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100, power is n. But in case of this is annually. Okay, so okay, one more thing, I should write S in place of R, so it will be A, then P1 plus S by 100 and power is n. And for half yearly it will be, for half yearly it will be A is equal to, or in place of A you can write Q, that's fine. In place of A you can write Q. Q is equal to P1 plus R by 2, because it's half yearly, and multiplied by 100, that will be 200, and power is, if time is 1 year, you can write n is equal to 1, that's fine. And here time will be n is equal to 2, because it's half yearly, so n is equal to 2. Here we are cancelling this one because power is 1. Okay, now just I mean, just guess this one. Like this is power, this is more power. Okay, that's fine. Here is rate is just half of this one. Whatever the rate is there, we have to compare the rate right now. So if the value of q is equal, okay, p is equal, so what can be the relation between r and s? Okay, so we know that this value should be larger. That's why I have given this example, like this value will be larger, obviously. But it is given like q and both value, both amount is same. Both amounts are same. That's why what we can do to make it same, we have to increase the rate of interest of s. Understand this one? Like what I am saying, for few for a moment, just ignore this one. Like q is given, amount is given, just ignore this one. So think like r percent is given, as percent is given. Okay, principal is p. In that case, we will get whatever amount we will get, this amount 2, and this amount 1. In that case, amount 2 will be larger than amount 1. Okay, if rate of interest is same. In case of rate of interest is same, amount 2 will be larger than 1. Okay, but it is not given that what is the relation between r and s, but it is given like these values, this amount are same. Okay, in that case, to make it same, we have to increase the rate of interest of that annually amount, annually compound interest. Okay, that's why s should be greater than r. Is it clear? You can compare, you can correlate this one. Like right now q is same. Okay, if you want to solve it mathematically, we can say like q is same, we can make the right hand side equal. So p and 1 plus s by 100, and that is equal to p 1 plus r by 200, and power is 2, p is cancelled. Okay, and now you can calculate, you can consider any value that will be more easier for you. You can calculate, you can take any value. Like you can take let's say, okay, you can take r as any percentage. R is equal to, okay, r is equal to 20% I am taking. Okay, based on that we can calculate what is the value of s. So here is 1 plus s by 100, and this is equal to 20 means 20 by 100, 20 by 200, that means 1 by 10, and this will be 11 by 11 by 10, that means 121 by 100. Okay, and this will be 100 plus s by 100, and that is 121 by 100. 100 will be cancelled, so s will be 120 minus 121 minus 100, that will be 21. So s will be 21. So in that case, by considering the value of r, we got the value of s. What is the value of s? 21, and value of s is greater than r. That's why C option is correct. So you can consider any value, or you can just correlate the values. Okay, that's your wish. And if you are getting this explanation easy, then that's fine. And if you are getting it difficult, please comment, and we will try to solve. I mean, if we will try to explain more, explain it. So that is what we are trying to say. Like whenever the rate of interest is same, okay, when rate is same and then annually compound interest is smaller than half yearly. Okay, and that will be smaller than that what can say quarterly, okay, and that will be smaller than monthly. Okay, this type of relation we can conclude. Okay, when rate of interest is same, and when the amount is same, and based on that we can consider the rate of interest. Okay, so that is logical part, and if you are not getting the logic, you can consider any value. Okay, considering the value, it will be sometimes it will be difficult, because many candidates did not know that how to consider the values. Okay, they will consider x, y, z, or like any value, so it will be little difficult then. So try to solve it logically rather than considering the values. Okay, so this is a practice question. Like, it is given like initial count of bacteria is given 10,000. Okay, and in the first hour it is increased by 10 percentage. Okay, but in the second hour it is decreased by 10 percentage. In the third hour again it is increased by 10 percentage. So finally, what will be the population after third hour? Okay, is it clear? So see, whenever it is given like for individual hour, for single hour it is given, or single hour, or single month, or single year it is given, so we can calculate based on that one. So understand this one, like it is rate of interest is also based on for 1 hour. Okay, not for 1 year. So whenever we it is given like, in case of compound interest, the rate of interest is given in annually, compounded annually, and we have to calculate compounded half yearly. In that case, we have to first change the rate of interest into compounded half yearly. Okay, to make the calculation correct. Okay, so whenever we have to calculate like that, so here is rate of interest is it is given for 1 hour, so there is nothing to worry, just apply the formula. So what I have told you, like amount is equal to p 1 plus r by 100 in case of increasing, again 1 minus r by 100 in case of decreasing. Okay, again in the third hour it is increasing, so 1 plus r by 100 in case of increasing. So finally we will get the answer. So here is population is 10,000, and 1 plus r means 10 by 100, 1 minus r by 100, 1 plus r by 100. Okay, so here we can cancel this out. So finally we will have 10,000. Here I am just writing this one, like 10 plus 1, that will be 11, 11 by 10. Here is 10 minus 1, that is 9 by 10. Here is 11 by 10. Okay, 3 0 will be cancelled, 1 2 3. Here is 1 2 3 will be cancelled, so we will have 10 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 11. Okay, so finally we will have 10890. So this much of population of bacteria will be there after third hour. Okay, after third hour this will be the population of bacteria. Is it clear? So whatever the condition is given, we have to follow that condition, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Based on that we have to write the formula, it is plus or minus. Okay, in case of increasing we have to write the formula as plus, in case of decreasing the formula will be minus. Okay, similar case, in case of depreciation also we have to write the formula is minus. Okay, is it clear? Fine. See, sometimes they will ask like installment of money. We can solve like that also. Okay, whatever the installment is given, like 3 months installment or 4 months installment, whatever it is given, including the tax, interest. Okay, so we can calculate that one. Yes, This question is from UPSC, which year? 2021. Okay, so understand this one. Like, I have just given the important thing here. Like in a biology class, there is a population prediction. Like population of animal double every 12 years. Okay, whatever the animal is there, the population is doubled every 12 years. Initially the population is 50. Okay, so what will be the population after n years? 2021 question is. So population after n years we have to calculate. General formula we have to derive. Okay, so what we can do here, like it is given doubled. Double means what? Double means it was initially 50, now it will be double, like it will be 100. Okay, so can you can you say what will the rate of interest? Rate of increment. You can say rate of increment. It will be 100%. Rate of increase is equal to 100%. Why? Because it is getting doubled. Just think like that. If it is getting 50% rise, it should be 75. Half of 50 will be 25. So adding 50 plus 25 will be 75. So like that, if it is getting doubled, that means rate of increment is equal to 100%. Okay, so I'm decoding that formula was given like amount is equal to p 1 plus r by 100. Okay, power is n. So I'm decoding this one in bracket. Inside the bracket it is 1 plus r by 100. So we can write 1 plus r means 100 by 100. So we can say this will be 1. Okay, so finally we will have inside the bracket it will be 2. Okay, so it is clear, like the formula will be the future population, not a, the future population is p, and that will be 50, the present population, and bracket, inside the bracket is 2. Now it's a question, what will be the power? What will be the power? It is 12 n or n by 12. If you are not getting the thing, like it is 12 n or n by 12, you can just consider this one. Like if n is equal to 12, after 12 years what will be the value? After 12 years our value should be, our answer should be 100, because after 12 years the value will be doubled. The answer should be 100. So if I write n is equal to 12 here, it will be like 50 multiplied by 2, and power is how much? 144. So this is our wrong answer. Okay, second thing is 50 and power, here is 2 and power is 2, n by 12, that is 12 by 12 is 1. So it will be like 100. This will be our correct answer. Okay, like that you can cross verify the based on the option, if you are not getting the concept. And if you are getting the concept, you can understand, like the time period is the period of that increment is after 12 years. So whatever the value, whatever the time is here, whatever the n is here, like this formula, whatever the n is here, we have to make it a periodically. Periodically means after how many years it is getting doubled. Okay, based on that we have to write. So after 12 years it is getting double. So whatever the value, whatever the time period is given, whatever the years is given, we have to divide by 12 for make it time period. So it will be n by 12. So if you understand the concept, you can easily write n by 12. If you are not getting the concept, that's okay, that's fine. You can take the correct answer based on the option. Just substitute the value. Okay, is it clear now? So this type of logic and concept you have to apply. If you know the value of r, then you can solve this question. Otherwise it will be difficult to solve this one. Fine. So moving to the next question. I think I have given you enough idea like how to approach the questions, of CI, SI, and whatever the topic I have taught you earlier. I have given you enough ideas like how to initiate. Every time, whatever the data is given, just act on that one. Okay, just think whatever you know, any formula, any hint you know, just just apply that one. Based on that, surely you will get some idea to solve that one. Okay, here in this topic, the SI or CI, we know only formula. So if you know the formula, just write the formula. Okay, and whatever the data is given, and just apply that one. Surely you will get the answer. I mean, if you have the concept, little bit of concept, you know, then only you can solve the question. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, this question is from UPSC 2018. Okay, very basic question. Like installment question is given. Like a person bought a refrigerator of worth 22,800 and rate of interest is given like 12.5% compounded yearly. Okay, annually, whatever it is. So compounded yearly, and first year that person have paid 8,650. For the second year he have paid 9,125. So for the third year, what amount he has to pay? Okay, so see, in case of compound interest, understand one thing. In case of compound interest, it's very important. Like, you will get the amount. Okay, for the first year, this amount will be principal for second year. For second year, this will be principal. Okay, this is very important thing. And when you get the amount for the second year, if you get the amount for second year, this will be principal for third year. Okay, so whatever the amount for the present year, that will be okay, whatever the amount for the present year, that will be principal for the next year. Okay, is it clear? So same thing we have to apply here. And what is the value of amount? Always amount is equal to principal plus interest, same compound interest, CI. Okay, so here if it is given like 22,800, okay, so we have to calculate for the first year. That means for 1 year we have to calculate. So it will be like 22,800 and 12.5 percentage divided by 100. For 1 year we can calculate by, I mean, multiply by 1. That's fine. Okay, or this will be our interest. Whatever we will get, it will be interest. Okay, this is interest. So you can calculate directly, like amount is equal to what? Amount is equal to principal 22,800 and 1 plus 12.5 by 100. Power is 1. Okay, when you remove this decimal, it will be 0 here. And when you uh, cancel this one, it will be like how much? Okay, it will be 1 and this will be 8. Okay, so here is 22,800 and this is 8 plus 1 by 8. So finally we will have 22,800. Here is 9 by 8. Okay, yes, so we will have like 22, 2 times 16, then okay, 68. So 8 times 64, 45, 0 multiplied by 9. So when you multiply this one, we will have the value as 25,650. Okay, this much value after 1 year the amount will be 25,650. Okay, but after 1 year that person has paid 8,650. Okay, so this amount has been paid. So what will be the principal for the next year? Obviously this will be the principal, but that person has paid this much. Okay, so a principal will be 25,650 minus 8,650. So when you subtract this one, it will be 17,000. So this will be his new principal. Okay, now for the second year that person has to calculate like 17,000. Okay, 1 plus 12.5 by 100. Same thing we will do. Here is 9 by 8 we got, so here we will write 17,000 and this is 9 by 8. Okay, so when you solve this one, it will be like how much? It will be like 19125. I am not doing anything here, just calculate this one. It will be 19125. Okay, but that person has paid how much money? That person has paid 9,125. So amount will be for the next year, what amount that person has to pay? It will be 19125. I mean for the second year, after second year it will be 19125 minus 9125, so it is 10,000. So for the third year the principal will be 10,000. Okay, so finally the amount that person has to pay is, total amount, you can say total amount is equal to 10,000 and 1 plus 12.5 by 100. Same thing, so here is 10,000 and 9 by 8. Okay, don't confuse with this one 9 by 8. I am writing this one because here we have solved this one. Okay, we have solved, we got that this is 9 by 8, that's why every time I am writing 9 by 8. Okay, so here we will get, this is 1250 multiplied by 9. So finally we will have 11250. So final this value that person has to pay 11250, this value. Is it clear? So how we have calculated this one? So step by step we have solved the amount, then we have find the principal value, then based on that we got the final answer. Clear? See, I think we have done the theory part, very basic thing we have done. We have done the comparison between the CI and SI, and we have understood that whatever the note, I mean important thing we have to note, we have done that one. Okay, like simple interest for the first year, that will be same as compound interest for the second year, I mean sorry, first year. For the first year the simple interest and the compound interest that will be same. Okay, and after that for every year that interest difference will increase. There are many formulas based on that, but I think in UPSC there is no need of formulas. Okay, you know the basic formula of that CI, the SI, you know the basic formula, that's enough. Like there was a question of like it was given like for CI, the difference of interest is given. Okay, so for 2 years it was given like this is the difference and we have to calculate any value. Based on that there is a formula, but I think we can calculate simply based on the formula, what formula we know about the compound interest. Based on that we can solve the formulas, I mean questions. Okay, one thing let me tell you, like just consider one thing, like after second year. Okay, after second year there will be amount. After that I will give you example. After second year there will be amount, and after third year there will be another amount, let's say 1, amount 2. When you subtract this one, what value you will get? That is your interest of that particular year. Is it clear? So for example, like 1000 10,000 is given, okay, and the rate of interest is 10%, right? So if I say what is the amount of for second year, I mean in 2 years what will be the amount? So it will be amount is equal to 10,000, 1 plus 10 by 100 and power is 2 for the 2 years. Okay, so it will be 10,000 multiplied by, this is 11 by 10, that is square. So finally we will have 10,000 multiplied by 121 by 100, so it is 12100. This is our amount after 2 years. Okay, for if I say after 3 years what will be the amount? So it will be 10,000, 1 plus again 10 by 100, power is 3, it will be 10,000 and it is 11 by 10, power is 3. So we will have 1,000 10,000, that means, and this is 11 cube and divided by 1000. So we will have 13310. Okay, so this is our value. So when you subtract this value, like 13310 minus 12100, it will be 0 1 2, this is 1. Okay, so what I was trying to say is, whenever this type of data is given, like amount after 2 years is given, okay, consecutive amount is given after 2 years or after 3 years or 3 or 4 5 or 6, this type of amount is given, to just subtract those datas. I have subtracted this one, we got 1210. Okay, so previous data will be for calculation, this is for calculation. The previous data will be your sum, your principal, and this data will be your amount. Okay, and this data will be your interest, you can say simple interest. Okay, and now when you solve this one based on 3 data, you will get the rate of interest, whatever it is. I mean for compound interest I am saying, for compound interest, whenever this type of question is given, like consecutive years amount is given, and you have to take the previous amount as principal, the next amount will be as amount. Okay, amount of simple interest, and the difference will be simple interest. Okay, obviously principal amount minus principal will be simple interest. Okay, and based on that, if you solve that one, right, if you solve that one, you will get the interest, sorry, you will get the rate of interest. Okay, and that rate of interest will be your answer. Like if we are trying to solve this one, it will be 1210. Okay, this will be SI, and this is principal is 12100, and rate of interest is R, time is 1 year because it is consecutive year. Okay, divided by 100, so obviously this is 10, so R will be 10. So like that we can calculate the rate of interest. So whenever this type of question they will ask, you can solve easily. Okay, so I think I have covered every dimension of this topic, like for compound interest or for simple interest, and if there is anything left out, you can comment that. Okay, Right now maybe I have missed that one, that's sure, but if you comment that one, and if there is any doubt you can comment that also, and we will try to cover in the next, I mean next extra sessions. Okay, whenever we will do that one, we will cover that in that those sessions. Okay, till then have a good day, and practice well, because CSAT is important. Okay, any repeater candidates who know the importance of CSAT, that person can say that what is the CSAT for them. Okay, that's why I'm saying take it seriously and practice well, and have a good day. Till then, bye, all the best. Jai Hind.